Today we're using my max damage TR2 here in Black Ops 6. I've made an overpowered class up that you guys can dominate lobbies with. Let's get right into the attachments. For my first attachment for my muzzle, I had the compensator on for the 2 ticks of vertical recoil control. Just realizing now that I put the compensator on, I meant to put on the ported compensator, but you can use either one. In the gameplay I was using the compensator just so I didn't have any recoil. You could also use this one so that way you have the first shot recoil control, so that way your gun doesn't have any sort of bounce. It might have a little bit of a kick, but it's nothing really too major, so use whichever one you prefer. I just have the compensator on in the gameplay. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 30% to the recoil gun kick control and then 30% to the vertical recoil control. For my next attachment for my barrel, I had the long barrel, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of damage range. I feel like this does increase the TTK at those longer ranges. You're not having to put as many bullets as you would without this thing on, so definitely have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, the damage at effective range is 38 meters, and the damage on that is 44, and then the damage beyond range is 61.1, and the damage on that is 29. For my next attachment for my underbarrel, I had the vertical foregrip, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of horizontal recoil control. I personally love this attachment. It's going to help out with all the recoil problems this gun has, so that way your gun isn't going to be shaking or having any really wonky recoil pattern. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 40% to the horizontal recoil control. For my next attachment for my rear grip, I had the ergonomic grip, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of dive to fire speed, 3 ticks of slide to fire speed, 2 ticks of ADS speed, and then 2 ticks of jumping ADS speed. For my next attachment for my rear grip, I had the ergonomic grip, and this is going to give you 3 ticks of dive to fire speed, 3 ticks of slide to fire speed, 2 ticks of ADS speed, and then 2 ticks of jumping ADS speed. If you guys do slide or dive, you're definitely going to love this attachment, because if you do slide or dive, you are going to be picking up your weapon extremely fast as well as ADSing fast. And if you do decide to jump while ADSing, that will increase your ADS speed as well, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're gaining 17% to the ADS speed, 18% to the jump ADS speed, 55% to the slide to fire speed, and then 55% to the dive to fire speed. For my next attachment for my stock, I had the Infiltrator stock, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of aim walking movement speed. I personally love this attachment because it's going to increase your spray speed, so that way whenever you are ADS and you're moving left to right, it's going to be a lot harder for your enemies to hit you, so make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 20% to the ADS movement speed. Here are all my perks on the screen. For the wild card, make sure you guys using high roller or perk read, so that way you guys can have an extra streak or perk. Here are all my attachments on the screen with these stats. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today we're using the TR2, which is basically the FAL, but like really weak compared to the FAL, and not the best with this gun. But we are gonna see what we can do with this thing. I can't wait to put these LED lights back on. I'm kind of pissed off that they broke. Yeah, I don't have the fastest trigger finger, I'm not gonna lie, but if you do, you're probably gonna love this thing. Yeah, you're definitely gonna stick to mid range with this, just because it is a little bit harder at those longer ranges to see. Unless you do swap out an attachment for like a red dot or something. That dude, these XM4, LC10, all these meta weapons are just starting to irritate me. Whenever you use weapons like this, it is really annoying to use against all these meta weapons. For these poopier guns, I'm just gonna try and sit on the hill, cause I'm not gonna go crazy with this thing personally. Just cause I'm not that good with this weapon. This game, or this map, does fry my brain though whenever I do try and play it, just because I'm so used to like going around in a circle. just like my brain is wired to go around in a circle around these thingies over here. Don't know what the name of those are. I'm pretty sure they like pulled corner. I don't know. Don't even listen to what I'm saying. Go after this dude.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Yep, I screwed up there when I tried to use the C4. Can I call my streak there? Thank you.
Hardpoint located.
Sometimes recording solo is a vibe, and sometimes it's not. Right now, it's pretty chill right now. Not super sweaty with these more on the poopy side weapons. I saw yesterday I saw someone sweating their absolute hardest with an Iron Sight XM4. It was probably the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Hardpoint is secure.
I'm gonna throw my C4 down there. Honestly, didn't think you could see me. But with a stupid character like this, they could definitely see me. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, teammate. If he didn't kill him, I was gonna be very angry.
Hardpoint is active.
Got no clue what my dad is watching. There is a dude behind us. So.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
If I died to him, that would have been pretty annoying. Now, pretty soon, I do gotta figure out which games me and Mike Pike have, so that way we can do like a throwback game, because I'm not sure if he has World War II. I would love to hop on World War II and play that with him. But I know he does have, I'm pretty sure he has it, but I'm not sure. I know he does have the remastered Modern Warfare game, which I didn't really play too much of that. But I didn't even really like prestige in that game. I didn't really try that year. It was more or less play it for fun. I didn't really play too much just because I knew you had to have like salvage or something to basically buy new weapons.
Hardpoint is secure.
And there were supply drops in that game. I personally didn't really like that Modern Warfare older COD. I know it's like one of the first CODs, I'm pretty sure. But it's like, I don't know. I don't really like it, personally. I like more of the games like this, where it's more of a bit more futuristic. I know BO2 is gonna, or not BO2, BO7 is gonna be similar to BO2 in the sense of weapons. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a lot of BO2 and BO3 weapons. Maybe even BO4.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Pull my finger, pull my finger.
Hardpoint check.
Alright, don't know how I won that gunfight, but we did.
What a dumbass.
Alright, I kind of like this character a little bit now. I'm starting to not sound like a moron when he says that. Because he's starting to say stuff that I usually say. Might have to do my research on this show. Alright, I died. I'm definitely going to try and stack up videos so that way I don't get stressed out during the week because I do work. I don't even play during the week if I'm going to be honest. Just because after work, it just get, I don't know, I don't even have an urge to touch my console and play. I guess just because I'm super tired. Not super tired, like I can get on if I need to. Like if I don't have a video for, let's just say like a Wednesday, I'm obviously gonna have to get on and record. Why?
Hardpoint locked down. We have the edge. Don't get cocky. This shit ain't over.
Yeah, I got screwed because I was reloading. I don't know how to feel about this map. Like I'm not gonna be able to get super high kills unless I'm using like a super cracked out weapon or it's 10v10, but I don't mind this map to play. Like if I'm gonna use a poopy gun and just like get my way by with this weapon, for a gameplay I wouldn't mind playing this map.
Hardpoint is secured.
Oh, that's a person.
Crimson Tennessee.
Oh,
This thing's a machine on the headshots, I'll tell you that. I don't really care if they take the hill because that's just gonna make the game last super long. I didn't even play that much during double XP, I can't lie. I should. Just so that way I can get my my levels up
Hardpoint locked down.
and I can get level 1000. I most definitely am getting level 1000 in this game. I mean, there's nothing gonna stop me from doing that.
Hardpoint is secured.
Right now, I'm kind of just like with my controller situation. I'm sort of waiting for the anti-drift sticks to be available, so that way I can get those and hopefully like not have any problems with the joysticks. But there we go, we got the win with the TR2. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.